Hey, welcome back. Just breezing through hour two here. I'm joined again today to break it all down for you by Frank Morano, who's home and unable to perform in the liquid lunch drinking contest, which usually goes on at this time. But what's happening, pal? How are you?
I'm great. Knock on wood, I'm great.
So, still commuting in every single day, even for the Sunday show?
No, well, I drive in on Sundays, but yes, I'm still going into Manhattan. But it's fine. It's fine. There's no traffic. It's a delight to go into Manhattan right now.
So, for those of you watching, and if you don't know, now you know. Aside from being the producer and cast member of Piscopo in the morning, Joe Piscopo show here, 6 a.m., 10 a.m. on AM 970. The answer is also on Sundays with
Right.
Morano in the morning from 3:30 to 8:30 in the morning, breaking that all down. So, and every day he's traveling into New York City, the supposed ground zero for corona deaths.
Yeah, that's what I am an essential worker. I'm on the front lines of delivering news and information to the New York area, and count me among those that wouldn't mind seeing that portion of the House stimulus bill passed. I mean, sure, it's 1,800 pages that nobody's read. Sure, it's $3 trillion that we don't have. But if that passes and gets signed into law, yours truly would get $10,000. And let me tell you something, I could use that $10,000.
Really? So if they sign that into effect, who knows? Frank, I'm looking at the New York Post today,
Yeah.
and it's like I got it right here on my desk. Look, I know you can't see it, but it's so thin.
So
Like
if you know I can't see it, why say look?
I'm showing the audience watching at
I
home
see.
that here's the thinness of the post. I was
Right.
acknowledging. I was trying to cut you off from a joke from saying, well, I can't see it. So I was trying to
I see.
preempt that, but then you
Very
had to.
good.
He has to hit me anyway. But
Sorry.
no, I would imagine that there should be some kind of bailout for telecommunications and media companies because no advertisers want to pay. That's how
Well,
it seems.
that's right. That's right. And yet we're still going in every day and risking our lives. So you talk about President Trump with the farmers. He's going from the farmers to the senators. He is going to be attending the weekly Senate Republican luncheon on at the Capitol today. Apparently, he's going to discuss the administration's ongoing response to the outbreak, and he's been pushing hard for governors, as you know, to loosen these stay-at-home restrictions. So I'm sure that this House $3 trillion bill will be among the issues that get voted that get discussed at this luncheon.
Yeah, well, let's hope. He seems like he's getting pretty active here. And, the more I look at it, even going back to what we were talking to Stephen Greer about, I think we're way past the danger zone. And, there's not enough trillions to throw at the U.S. You actually need the wheels to start turning again on the whole economy, if you ask me.
I mean, I certainly agree. I mean, I think there were 106 people that died in New York yesterday, which is terrible. And I wouldn't want to be one of those 106 people or their families. But should the whole economy of the state completely shut down for those 106 people? I mean, to me, the strategy from the very beginning that would have made the most sense is to isolate and protect the people that are most at risk, not send COVID positive patients to nursing homes that are ill equipped to care for them and put them at even greater risk, and then let everybody else go if they're comfortable and if their workplaces can do things safely. Let them go about their business. To me, this is crazy.
No
I
doubt,
wish
Frank. I don't
I
know.
wish you would come back into the studio, John.
I may, but I don't know if you've seen this. Breaking news: GOP senator asks Trump administration to declassify Susan Rice email that Trump claims may have mentioned Flynn. And I guess Mitch McConnell just came out with some comments. This is the first I'm seeing it that he said that the judge in the Flynn case has decided to go shopping for hostile parties.
Yeah, I haven't seen that declaration by Senator McConnell, but it'll certainly be interesting. The other thing is the Senate Intelligence Committee just approved the nomination of Congressman John Radcliffe to be the new director of national intelligence. So now this is going to send his nomination to the Senate floor. You remember this is the second time that John Radcliffe has been nominated by the president to be the DNI. Now, we've seen what Richard Grenell has done as the acting director of national intelligence in terms of declassifying all these documents related to the Russia probe and the Flynn investigation. Let's see what happens if we actually get a confirmed director of national intelligence in there, what that actually means for these investigations of Russiagate and so forth.
Could get ugly. Who knows? But all right, well, we'll keep our eye on that. Meantime, somebody who knows a lot about what's happening in the world, certainly in the country, certainly around the Trump universe, our good friend Curtis Ellis joins us right after this, policy director for America's First Policies. And we'll be talking about Chinese hackers stealing viruses and the unmasking requests that were all across government, Obama, Biden included. All that and more with Curtis Ellis right after this.
Most financially successful people own assets that make them money while they sleep. They usually own real estate, vehicles, intellectual property, equipment, and more. These assets make passive income through leases, subscriptions, royalties, and fees that don't require time, energy, or attention. Your assets do the work, and you collect the check. So what kind of asset should you buy? The most valuable companies in the world, like Amazon, Google, and Apple, all have the same thing in common. They make a majority of their revenue from data technology assets, storing, collecting, processing, and providing data. It's all about the data. What if you could own data tech assets with a low upfront cost? Introducing Apex, a proprietary technology built to process and mine data and render artificial intelligence and 3D gaming at exceptionally high rates. Apex Tech has partnered with SafeTech, a subsidiary of a publicly traded company called InvestView. SafeTech's business model leverages Apex technology to disrupt the multi-trillion-dollar data tech industry, giving you the competitive advantage. SafeTech's growth strategy is to capture a significant share of the market. SafeTech will enter into a 60-month lease with owners of Apex Systems. Why would they do that? Why not just buy all the equipment themselves? The same reason most companies lease instead of own, to scale quickly without the upfront costs and for the tax benefits. So how do you get started? You purchase an Apex system. Then you can lease it to SafeTech for 60 months at a rate of $500 per month. That's a total of $30,000 paid to you over the life of the lease. So what's your responsibility besides purchasing the Apex system? Nothing. During the lease, SafeTech is responsible for any maintenance costs to keep things running for you. Just collect a check every month for the next 60 months. This tremendous financial opportunity positions you to follow the strategies of the financially successful. You can leverage data technology to produce passive income that generates revenue without your time, energy, or effort. This is what is meant by creating multiple streams of income. But the opportunity to participate will not last forever. If this concept fits your financial goals, take action today while you still have the chance.